All right, guys. I'll be asking the audience: should a guy persist when a woman says no? Maybe she's unsure. She's saying no. She's playing hard to get. Should a guy persist? But before that, I would like to remind you guys to like, share, and subscribe. Most importantly, like and share to that your friend that will appreciate our content. Would appreciate that. My brother, what do you think?
I don't think a guy should persist because if you understand female nature and you understand male nature, you understand that women are the only. Well, I won't say the only, but you don't invest. The more you invest, the less you gain. So things like investing time, investing money, you don't need that. So, for example, if a girl likes you, she knows. If a girl doesn't like you, she knows. A lot of times, if you have a good heart or you start spending or investing time, you set yourself up to be used. Do you understand? So usually, when a girl likes you, doesn't you don't need to spend so much time. Trust me, because the same way you want is the way she wants you to as well. So it should be mutual. Anytime you are chasing something or someone, it's indicating that that person or that thing is running away from you. Mutual attraction brings together. Chasing means one is leaving and one is going after. So you don't chase what is meant for you, it comes to you. So that's what I believe.
Yeah. But what if the girl is like the woman of your dream? Should the guy persist?
There's nothing like a woman of your dreams, guy. That's you are not putting her on a pedestal. You are now saying that for whatever reason you have placed in your mind, she's of a greater value than you. As a man, you first have to see yourself as the king because that's what you are. Women don't like to come into a situation and be like, oh, I'm the one leading, I'm the one calling shots. They want to also chase you as well. Do you understand? So you have to give them that chase. You have to give them something to look forward to as well. Give them that thrill as well. So when you're the guy, you're always calling, you're always texting, she's not doing the same back. Valentine's Day, you're the one buying gifts, she's not buying you back. Or you're going out of your way to do something nice for her. She's not going out of her way to do something nice for you. She doesn't necessarily have to buy what you're buying, but you have to see effort that's commensurate to what you're doing. You get? So I don't believe in a woman of your dream or a man of your dreams. I just believe someone that's basically compatible with you, basically, or for where you're going.
Right. There are a lot of young men out there that are a little bit depressed about, how the relationship, it's as if it's rigged against men.
Mhm.
Where it's like the men in the top 10% category get all the women, and then the others get nothing. What would you advise young men with regards to relationship, approaching women? You know,
Well, I would say depending on what your goal is. Personally, I have a goal that I only enter into relationship with people I believe I can marry or want to marry. Because for example, there's statistics that say that a woman's intelligence, children's intelligence, for example, 70% of it comes from the mother. Behavioral tendencies, 70% of it also comes from the mother as well. So when I'm dating a lady, I take into cognizance things like her intelligence, things like her ability to handle certain situations, her character. Meanwhile, some of that guy just looking at the shape of her breast or the shape of her bum bum. Do you understand? So in the grand scheme of things, when the issues of life hit you, it's not her shape that's going to help you. It's not her physique that's going. It's how she thinks. When you have children or kids together, in case you get married, it's not her bonbon that's going to raise your kids. It's her brain, it's her mind, it's her thinking. So this is what I feel like. So if you're a guy and you're looking for a stable relationship, I would say focus on building yourself. Focus on being a provider, being able to provide for a relationship. Understand that women need security, women need safety. So if you want to go into a serious relationship, you need money. And I'm not talking about extreme amounts of money here. Just enough to be able to take care of yourself, take care of her, and take care of a child if that child does come into play. That should be enough. That's what I think. So I know not everybody subscribes to my beliefs, in terms of dating for marriage. Some people want to have flings, and that's okay. But just remember, as you're doing that, you're also contributing to the problem of society where we see we're not having the level of standard of women we want us to have in those days. So if you don't want a hoe, don't be a homemaker. That's what I say. Exactly. Yeah.
wow! If you don't want a hoe, don't be a homemaker. That's a perfect advice, my brother. You summarized everything. I don't know what to ask you again. But okay, when you've met the requirements, you've met the right person. You are in the frame of being a provider, a protector. You've gotten to that financial competence. How do you maintain that relationship going forward? Because it's someone just said not long ago that relationship is sweet at the beginning, but how do you maintain it when it's no longer as exciting as it was in the beginning?
That's a very good question. So you don't stop the things you were doing that got you the girl. We as men, let's just be honest. Once you get the girl, it's like mission accomplished. You relax. So the same things that you did initially. That's why I tell guys, don't start how you intend to finish. So if you know you're not going to be taking her out 5 times a week, when you're tracking her, don't be taking her out 5 times a week. It's better you even start with 0 or 1. Let her know that okay, this is what I'm. Then as you are going, you can even start increasing it. Because what you're doing is at the beginning, you're setting an expectation in your mind that oh, this is what I'm going to be entering. Then what now happens is you now begin to you as a guy, you now feel like oh, I've gotten her because you put all this effort in because the only thing you're focusing on is getting, not sustaining. So when you think of okay, I'm going to also sustain this thing, I feel like starting with a standard that you can maintain long term is just the summary of it. Starting with a standard, be it in terms of communication, be it in terms of providing, be in terms of protecting and all of that stuff. But if you go overboard, you are elevating her appetites towards what she can get from you. So long term, yeah, I think that's what I would say.
But do you feel that men that do way too much for women, maybe during the talking stage, do you feel that's simping?
Yes, it's too much. I don't know how exactly we measure what too much is because for different people it's subjective. The guy making let's say 100K a month and the guy making 1 million a month, what they're able to do financially is not the same. So what one man's too much might be another man's too small. So, but what I will say is, like I said, start with the end in mind. If you know that okay, my plan is to marry this girl, my plan is for us to have kids, my plan is for us to do this. Start with that end in mind. If your plan is okay, just want to sleep with this girl, which
Subscribe to.
I don't subscribe to. You can't be having the same orientation as someone that you want to get married to. Do you understand? So that's just my thinking. So yeah, any girl that you have to use money to attract, you have to use money to keep, and you don't want that. You want someone that loves you for you. That's what I believe.
Oh, this is perfect. Anybody you have to use money to attract.
Yes, you have to use money to sustain. You have to
That's,
use money to keep. She's only there for the money.
that's perfect. My brother, I appreciate you, Toby. Thank you so much for this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.